Hey y'all, it's your boy Foreign IQ. I'm your host for the Announce Yourself podcast. This is where we put black owned brands on blast in the flyest game show ever. Each week, contestants come through to compete, talk they shit, and wild out for a chance to win free promo for season 2. Y'all know how I do. We keep it unapologetic, unfiltered, and 100% real up in here. So listen, if you're ready to level up, you need to grab a pen, grab a paper, because you don't want to miss this. Meet Bianca, Atlanta's tax queen who saved black businesses over $100,000 in penalties and overpayments. Let me tell you, she about to take us up and through there. So Bianca, take us back. Why did you get started in this?
Well, first, I want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate that introduction. I love what I do, and I'm glad that I have been able to accomplish that for my clients. Well, as far as me, I started off as a regular girl in corporate America, went to college, didn't really know for sure if I wanted to enter entrepreneurship, but I had a situation that forced me into it. I went to file my own taxes, and someone had used my information. And from there, it opened up a door to where I had to force myself to learn so much about IRS processes, how to retrieve my own refund, identity theft, so many issues that I encountered trying to fix it. And as I began to work in corporate America, I felt that it would be important for me to use all the knowledge that I gained from trying to fix that situation
Facts.
and turning it into income. And that was my start. Since 2013, I have worked up under CPAs. And from there, I moved, and now I have my own business where I hire women just like myself to build them to become their own tax bosses.
Yes. Like, I mean, it's straight up a round of applause for her because this is, again, something that takes a lot of patience to go through. You have to take tax classes, right? You have to get certified to do taxes. Like, growing up where I'm from, I had people in my family who did taxes, and they may have been certified, may have not been, but I grew up in a small town, so like around where we're from, like, you know, if people know how to do something, you know, just like you got the handyman, you got the mechanic, you know, and then you got, you know, the lady who do the taxes. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. So you actually had to go and get certified, right?
So in the state of Georgia, it's not necessarily about having a license or a certification. That's where discernment comes in with clients. I personally make sure that I go to IRS tax conferences. I put that on my social media so that people know that I'm someone who is trusted. I make sure I'm a part of IRS approved programs so that you can go on the IRS website right now, search my name and my business, and you'll find out that the IRS knows that I'm somebody who is serious about their continuing education and making sure that I'm knowledgeable in all areas. And that comes with a certain amount of hours that you have to take, which are concluded by exams.
Nice. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's important to stay upbeat and abreast of like the different changes because I'm sure it changes all the time.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Like,
I think that's one of the biggest issues that we have. A lot of people just are so used to prior year tax code, especially before, 2018 when Donald Trump made so many changes.
Yeah.
People are still stuck in that era and bringing us documents, and we're having to have hard conversations. So it is important to make sure that you're a tax professional. If, of course, you need to be I should be your tax professional, but make sure that, of course, you know that your tax professional is making a conscious effort every year to make sure that they know what changes have been made in the tax code.
Hey, and you heard it from the queen herself. And by the way, you look damn good.
Oh, well, thank you,
You are looking good up in here,
child,
baby.
Don't boost me up, child.
It's a little hot up in here, baby. I'm telling you. So check this out. So we gonna jump off into these rounds. Like I said, this is the flyest game show ever. What we about to get into is 10 rounds of truth or cap. Okay. So what we gonna do is take Bianca through some myths that have been out there when it comes to filing your taxes with the IRS. Okay. So let's see if Bianca's gonna be the winner of the season 1 guests. Okay, that are competing for free ad promo space for season 2. You ready to get it?
Oh, I love it. I'm ready.
Ooh, okay. All right. Truth or cap, round 1. Home office lie. You need a whole room to deduct home office space.
Okay, so I'm going to call half truth, half cap. Because, see, the word room, A lot of my clients, they have a misunderstanding of what that means, because what we're not about to do is be trying to write off that bathroom space. This has to make sense. As far as the IRS is concerned, you can write off a home office if it's in a designated area, a room with a door, 4 walls. Now, that room cannot have a bed in it. That room needs to be specific and used only for a office. So it's important that when our clients or business owners primarily are asking for that deduction, that they've set themselves up, have evidence that this space is designated for that only use. So half cap.
Half cap. You heard it from myself. Just because you used the bathroom on your work break, it don't count, okay?
And you took your laptop in there.
Got to be the whole room. Truth or cap, round 2.
Okay.
Retirement myth. Retirement accounts are for corporate jobs only.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Actually, if you are a W-2 employee, the best way that you can reduce your taxable income is by contributing to some type of retirement. That can be a self-employment retirement account, which is called a SEP. You can have an IRA, Roth IRA, 401k. All of those are different avenues to save money. The important part about it is that if you, let's say, chose the SEP IRA, up to $70,000 in income can be reduced by 25%. That's saving you $17,500 just as far as your taxable income is concerned. So, of course, that sounds like it would yield a high savings as far as the taxes that you're going to pay.
Yes.
I literally just had a client who came into me this year. He had taken about $400,000 out of his retirement funds. And he came to me because he needed to strategize because he owed so much money. But what I knew that he didn't know is that I was able to take $7,000 from him and $7,000 for his wife and put it in a IRA, and that yielded him a $2,000 to $5,000 savings for just me strategizing and having him move that money immediately.
Wow.
To save him money on his tax bill. So absolutely, contributing to a retirement account is vital if you are a W-2 employee. And even, as I said, if you're self-employed, take advantage of your retirement.
Yes. Thank you. Because, I mean, that's something I even learned. So, good information. Truth or cap, round 3. Side hustle trap. Side hustles under $600 are tax-free.
Under 600, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. See, that's what happened when you be on that old tax law, because y'all got $600 from somewhere.
Yes.
Nah,
Because you got Cash App, you got Zelly.
Yeah, see, y'all think about that. That is not the law. If you are self-employed or you have hustle income, you generated $400 in income that is not on a W-2, you have to report that income to the IRS. But it's not always a bad thing. A lot of times clients are thinking that they're hiding income from us and not knowing that we could use that money to your advantage by writing off some of the expenses that you incurred, like your miles, like your home office deduction. Yeah. All of these things we take into consideration and walk our clients through to make sure that we are saving them as much as possible. And sometimes that even creates a business loss. You may have taken a loss. If you have a W-2 job, that's going to put more money in your pocket. So when you're dealing with your tax professional, be honest.
Don't hide now.
Stop hiding.
Shit.
Stop trying to hide the coin.
Stop hiding shit, okay? Because you could be hiding a benefit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You could be hiding a benefit.
Absolutely.
Stop hiding shit. Truth or cap, round 4. She doing good, y'all. Like, she killing it. Hey, she's dropping these gems. If you don't have your notepads, if you don't have your pen and paper, you shorten yourself. Get it together. Come on. We got the tax queen herself dropping gems. Round 4. Audit fearmongering. Okay? Ooh. Audits are random.
That is cap, and honestly, it's just deception from the IRS. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they are doing. In actuality, I think that right now we are experiencing something that the IRS calls a local project. When the IRS has local projects, what they do is they center or target a community. They'll target a certain occupation and monitor those tax returns to determine if they see a trend of something that's fraudulent. So right now, after we've come from the era of PPP loans, we've come from the era of people writing off large business losses, people having fraud returns. Period. All y'all with y'all $20,000. He got me $15,000 back last year, and then when I look at the tax return, you're a hairstylist with airplane fluid all on your tax return, and you didn't even know. So
I ain't said it. She said it.
I'm just saying.
The tax queen herself.
I'm just saying you don't own no airplane. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, if I didn't say it before, she has an all-women tax firm.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So my goal at this point in my life is always going to be to support women and make sure that we are growing together, especially in our community. So I definitely purposefully target Black women who just have a drive or who don't know where to start in the entrepreneurial space, and they just want to try something. And I hire those women.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they go through an interview process, and I make sure that they have the drive and they understand what it looks like to go out there and hustle.
Yeah.
But I also let them know that my job is to build them to be bosses. I'm not building you to work for me. And I think that they really appreciate that. I'm here to give you the game. I'm going to help you. I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to give you clients. I'm going to do everything that I wasn't given so that you can step out there on your own and make another source of income for yourself and start to build your wealth. It's really serious when you have children and you have all the things that we have going on in our life and the responsibilities. You need more income. We can't just depend on one. So I'm here to bridge that gap. Come on, ladies. Let's get it. If there's any women out there who are interested in starting their own tax business, definitely I'll be able, at the end of this, I'll give you my information and let's talk business. I got you.
Spoken like a true boss. I love it. I love it. Round 5. Let's jump back into these rounds.
Okay.
Meal write-off scam. You cannot write off meals.
Child.
Truth or cap?
That's cap. You can write off meals, okay? But see, let me tell y'all what this is all controversial. Because I don't think y'all understand how much 1942 I be having to write off, and I don't know how much I believe y'all. Y'all got, I'm seeing strip club receipts. I mean, at some point, y'all gotta make it make sense. Y'all gotta make it believable for me. But in all honesty, you can write 50% off of your meals as long as you have some type of record, some type of proof of what type of conversation you had. Matter of fact, do I have any lifelines or anything? I got a homegirl, y'all. Let me see.
So, speaking of lifelines.
Do I have any? I need.
You have 3 lifelines. You can FaceTime your homegirl.
Okay.
You can use your creative superpower because we all know you're a Black queen.
And
you have all the power. Or you could do what we all do best. Say a prayer.
A prayer. Let me see. Let me call a homegirl. Hi, Alicia. How are you?
Hey, I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm good. So I am on a podcast right now, and I was given a question in reference to meal write-offs. Now, it's funny because I know that you could write off 50%, but how you feel about these clients who be bringing us this alcohol and be trying to write off this liquor?
I mean, if they're writing it off, 50% of it off, then I mean, by all means, because I write off me some 42.
A friend.
I write
See,
it off because I'm handling business while doing it. I'm conducting business.
friend, why you drinking liquor at work? Friend, why you drinking liquor at work, friend?
It's while conducting business. You don't write it off.
Oh.
50%. So I'm definitely doing that. So yeah, as long as you're within the guidelines, then yeah, they can write it off.
Okay. So,
Why not?
all right, write y'all liquor off. Keep bringing me the liquor receipts because y'all was going to give it to me anyway. Because y'all was going to give it to me anyway. Don't matter what she said.
Bring me off some 42. All pretty girls love 42. We're doing it.
All pretty girls love 42. All right, boo. Well, thank you for, just making sure I knew what I was talking about. But, I appreciate that. Thank you, sis.
You're welcome. You look so great.
Thank you. I'll call you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.
This is such an alcoholic
She's
economy at
writing
this
off
point.
the 42, baby. I can't even be mad at her.
Child.
She writing the 42 off.
She ain't told one lie.
50%.
And she owns tax offices too, so trust me. If me and her said it, it's true.
Y'all heard it yourself. Right, we got to go buy some 42. We got to go buy some 42.
Absolutely.
Because we get to write off 42. Y'all heard that.
Even right here, right now, we're conducting business, okay? Remember that when you're on the set of your podcast. Get it. Look, stay focused.
Take notes. Round 6. Carly Smith. Leasing is better for deductions.
Leasing. In my opinion, I'm going to say that's false. The reason that I'm going to say it's false is because having a business asset, like a vehicle, qualifies for more deductions. So one of the most important is going to be depreciation. This is not a dollar for dollar expense that you're getting a write-off for. It's the use of your vehicle in business and its wear and tear. It's a very, very large deduction. There's other additional depreciation deductions that you can take. Interest for the car loan. I mean, gas. You have mileage. So many things that you can take off individually if you actually own the vehicle versus if you lease it. If you lease it, you really only have the note. You can write off mileage, but there's even with writing off miles or actual expenses, you can only do one or the other. I think you're going to get the greatest value whenever you put yourself in a situation where you can depreciate anything, a car, home. It's just phenomenal. Also, another thing, when you're trying to make large purchases as a business owner, of course, they're going to use your self-employment income. Depreciation is something that sometimes banks will remove from your income, which if you show a higher amount of income, that means you qualify for something bigger or more expensive, right?
Right.
So that is definitely something that's beneficial, and I've seen happen over the years. Just dealing with depreciation, how banks handle it, and how it helps you as far as lowering your taxable income. Buy that car.
Buy the car. No leasing. Round 7. Family employee hack.
Ooh.
So, hiring family can save on your taxes.
That is true. That is very true.
Care to talk about it?
Oh, I actually love this because you can hire, in my opinion, the best family member to write off is actually your child.
Wow.
Writing off your child is beneficial because...
So, wait.
So, yes, I'm writing off my son. Absolutely. He on W-2.
So, is that, like, does that violate any child labor laws? Like, how do you... So, for the people that's probably asking, like, how do you, like, write your child off? Like, so...
So they have to follow the guidelines, obviously, of child labor laws and things of that nature. But you're usually going to put them in something like their marketing. You're putting them in a shirt. They're appearing at an event where they're doing something that is in support of your business.
Wow.
And they're on W-2 because of it. So that's not where the tax savings come in. The tax portion of it is, if you can make up to $14,600, you do not have to pay self-employment tax on this. This is for the child. And you can do with whatever with that money as you please. So not only have you lowered your taxable income by $14,600, the $14,600 that you paid the child, you can do whatever you want with.
Wow.
No self-employment tax, no unemployment insurance. It's a win-win situation. You just have to make sure you're following the guidelines of the law, which is that paycheck has to go to the child.
Do they have to, like, set up a bank account for the child, or like how, like, so if I were to, you know, bring that deduction in your office and put that on your desk, like, what all documents would you be asking, or what all documents would you be requiring me to provide?
I would want check stubs.
Okay.
If the child has a bank account, because I believe you have to be a certain age to get a bank account, then you would want to direct deposit that money to the child. Okay. So you want to make sure that by all means the money is being traced from you being paid from the business to the child.
Got you.
That is what is the most important thing as far as the IRS is concerned.
Showing that paper trail.
That paper trail. Paper is everything.
Facts.
What can you prove? The IRS is just like law. They are the law.
Yes.
What can you prove?
Yes. Like one of my good friends say, documentation beats conversation.
No, seriously. especially with the IRS, everything is about documentation.
Yes.
Especially if we're going to deal with audits and, especially in this climate of what we're going through with a lot of fraudulent returns, things of that nature, is what can you prove? If you can't, you will have a problem.
Hey, and that's why you the best.
And that's why they hired me.
Truth or cap, round 8. LLC tax lie. LLCs reduce taxes.
Child, no. Everybody call you
Oh
somebody
my
that got an
God.
LLC. I got an LLC. What you could do for me? That'd be the first conversation soon as during the consultation. I'm like, nothing. Okay. So LLCs are asset protection. So whenever you want to move up from being a hustler to a real business, you really want to show, okay, I'm taking myself serious. That's when people start to go ahead and incorporate themselves with the state, whichever state that they live in. So an LLC separates you from the business. So let's say we're in a situation where you're getting a haircut and something happens, your barber slipped and he cut your head open. If your barber has his LLC, you have to sue his LLC. You cannot sue the barber himself by his name. Why does that protect you? Because your house is not in your business name. Your house is in your name.
That
your
is correct.
car, your bank accounts, the things that can be garnished or taken from you are in your personal name. And now this person, under limited situations, things are different based on law, of course, for different states and whatnot. But the point is to limit the liability to the business and not to you. So I do suggest you get an LLC. But tax-wise, that is strategy. That's when you need to talk to us about understanding what you can and can't write off, understanding concepts like depreciation, and understanding what we can do to lower, as always, your taxable income. So not necessarily the most important thing you want to do is protect yourself and then get with a tax professional to help you strategize and save money.
Y'all, that's 8 rounds. She is straight up killing it. Like, drop some fire emojis in the freaking comments if she is killing it. Because if y'all ain't know this before, she is definitely putting you on game. Because I'm up here learning everything, okay? So I'm going to make sure I go back and take my notes. Make sure you're taking your notes, okay? Round 9. FICA loophole. You can't lower self-employment tax.
That's false. You can't. No, you can. You absolutely can. The moment that you want to graduate from an LLC to an S corp, that's when you start to save on your FICA taxes. So if you're not aware of what FICA taxes is, that is Social Security and Medicaid, which everyone has to pay.
Yes.
If you have profit, you pay Social Security, you pay Medicaid, you pay state tax, you pay federal taxes. That's the end all be all. So if you want to save on that, now's the time where you want to restructure yourself to an S corporation where you actually get to put yourself on payroll. All the IRS requires of you is that you pay yourself a reasonable salary. If you pay yourself a reasonable salary, let's say you make $50,000. You're only going to pay self-employment tax on $50,000. But the business itself made $100,000. There's $50,000 out there that's sitting in an account that is not going to be subject to self-employment tax. Doesn't that sound like you're going to save some money? Who want to pay self-employment tax on $100,000 when you can do it just on $50,000?
Yeah.
So absolutely. You definitely want to, as always, talk to a strategist or a tax professional who understands how to break those numbers down and show you what that looks like. This is not for the person taking a business loss. This is for the person who's wanting to lower the amount of taxes that they have to pay. A loss means you're not making a profit. The name of the game is to save money, not to always write off losses.
Yeah, because when you're so focused on writing off losses, then you lose your income, right?
Right.
And so therefore, when you're ready to go and apply for credit or apply for that dream home that you worked so hard to build that business for, right? You don't qualify because you've written off everything.
Yep. You told them that your business wasn't profitable. You told the IRS, and you're telling banks that your business only makes $10,000 a year net.
How many times do people come to you and they're like, I need to fix this because I've been writing off everything and I have no income to show?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
This is a very common occurrence,
Because
and
everybody seems to be so focused on
money.
Yeah.
People are more focused on today and not tomorrow, and the growth and what you need in order to build and scale long term. It's just, I want a refund right now. But that's why my clients are so loyal to me, because I make it a point to make sure that I educate them. You will not sit in a consultation with me and I not give you some knowledge, something that you need to think about. So that when you do want to purchase, everybody wants to buy a house. That's the most common way that millionaires are made. You need to make sure that you can show that you have the finances for somebody to give you a house.
Yes.
So these are the things that I have conversations about. And I give them the advice that they need to make those changes, or we schedule a consultation and I work those numbers out for them.
Period.
So
I love it. I love it. I love it. Teach the people.
I have
Teach
to. Somebody
the
got to do
people.
it.
Again, y'all, if you don't have your pen and paper, we about to go into round 10 of Truth or Cap. It's the Atlanta tax queen herself, Bianca Hillman, CEO and founder of Hillman Financial Service, dropping gems. Let's go. Truth or Cap, round 10, charity scheme. Donating to charity helps taxes.
Oh, so that I'm going to call Truth and Cap.
Okay.
So, donating to charity, if you are a client who has evidence that they have a large amount of taxes that they pay, interest that they pay, and charitable contributions, contributing to a charity or paying tithes and offering, those are one and the same, is beneficial for you. But under normal circumstances, it's not. The tax code right now does not really support the middle class in reference to that, and just finding additional ways to reduce your tax bill. You basically have to be someone who itemizes. I don't like to talk in tax jargon, but itemizing is when you want to show that you have individual purchases of large amounts of tax. What is something that you pay a large amount of tax on? You can give me an example.
Property taxes.
Property taxes. Perfect. Interest. Your mortgage loan.
Yes.
A large amount of taxes is when you buy a car.
Yes.
That first year you buy it. So when you have all of those things added together, plus those charitable contributions, that's when you really see the benefit of it. But if all you have is just charitable contributions, that is not going to help you in an itemizing situation. So,
Gotcha. So they serve best as add-ons.
It serves best for people who know that itemizing is beneficial for them.
Got you.
But if you're a regular, you just work, and you're trying, that wouldn't be the tax strategy for a person who's just working. They rent, they're not worried about children. They just I just want to work my little job and that's it.
Got you.
You contributed to the charitable contributions because you're a good person.
Yes.
And keep doing that because the kids do need food. Keep doing that.
So,
but I can't.
My $8,000 I paid in tithes and offering last year is only beneficial when I'm coupling that along with bigger taxes and itemizations.
Itemizations. Good job. I love that.
Yes.
You learned something.
Itemizations.
He learned something, y'all.
Yes.
Yes. Or you're meeting a certain number. There's a number that you're trying to exceed.
Got you.
And that number for single people is $14,600. So $8,000 by itself would not help you. But if it was $15,300, it would.
Because you crossed that threshold.
Because you crossed over that threshold.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Hey, well, listen, again, I don't have to keep repeating myself. Y'all heard it clearly and precisely from, again, Atlanta's own tax queen, Bianca Hillman. Now, there's something called a bonus round that, we gonna show y'all.
I thought I was killing it. Where is this bonus round, Lord?
Let me tell you, she killed it. She taught the people. But now it's time to teach the game. This bonus round is called Call Out the Game, okay? Call Out the Game is simply where you're going to talk about the industry, talk about the profession that you're in, the do's, the don'ts, the things that you see. Because, it is what it is. Like, people go to other, tax professionals and they get things done.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, they have to circle the block
To me,
to fix it.
I love it. For a small fee.
So
If I get to talk my shit, Lord, send help.
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you
It's
talk.
really not that
I'm gonna
small.
let you talk your shit. I'm definitely gonna let you talk your shit. But
I
let me
was
first.
ready.
Let
I'm
me first
sorry.
ask you. So what BS guru advice are you tired of hearing? Like when clients come to you and they say, "Well, somebody else told me."
Oh,
Like, what's the most common thing that you hear?
what? Ooh, somebody else told me.
Or a common mistake that you see? Oh, she going deep
Oh my God.
because it's so many.
I think the most common mistake I see is allowing a tax professional to do anything to get you a refund. That it is just the type
Wow.
of business losses we see. And I'm going to say that because that's the key reason that people get audited. Are unrealistic, unreasonable, and just don't even make common sense. Like if you're going to strategize to help somebody, why would you say that they spent $50,000 on a business and they only made 60? How did you survive? How did you eat?
It doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense. I think that's the most common thing. Yeah. It's going to be the business losses. And I think that any tax professional can attest to that. The most common BS I see.
Oh, you drink water to that.
We might need some tea next once I start to
Stop tearing people shit up
stop.
because then she got to fix it.
But I will.
Yes.
Like I said.
Yes. So if you need help,
www.hillmanfs.com. Okay.
you
I
heard
got your
it.
back.
You heard it for yourself. How did you really get your first 10 customers?
Oh, my first 10 customers. So I got my first 10 customers. Social media, definitely, and work.
Yeah.
And work.
Okay.
When I started doing taxes, I worked at State Farm.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just let people know at work, do you need somebody to do your taxes? And I just marketed myself that way.
Yeah.
And after that, from those two, it was word of mouth. Absolutely. You give a client a good experience. Like I said, one of my main things was make sure that my clients left with some type of knowledge, even in the beginning, even if it was something small. It could have been, you definitely want to withhold a little bit more from federal. Right now, you had some additional things that I could use, like a dependent, things of that nature to help you out. But if you're seeking a certain refund, this is how you're going to get it. And from there, they're like, oh, thank you so much. I never knew that. Now, of course, this is way back in the day.
Facts.
But the word of mouth definitely spread my business to be where it is today.
Yes, I love it. And word of mouth is the oldest form of advertisement.
Oh, absolutely.
And it works so well because people trust their circle, right? So 9 times out of 10, if somebody's, somebody is telling you something, they say, hey, I had a good experience at this restaurant. The dressing is good or the chicken is good or whatever. You gonna trust that person's, recommendation because you already know them. You already have a rapport, already have a chemistry built with them. So I love it. Word of mouth. And then you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You already, that's very, bold and very, courageous for you to say, hey, I'm doing taxes. If you need somebody to do your taxes, I can help you.
Yeah.
I can help you. All while you're still showing up to work.
Listen, the only way you're going to thrive in any business is you have to market yourself.
Period.
And I'm not going to say I wasn't nervous. I'm not going to say that I was 100% confident. I just knew if I wanted to really make the money that I saw people making as, tax professionals or people who actually have their own office and people working under them, I have to market myself.
I love it.
So,
I love it. If you could drop a mixtape describing your business, what would you call it?
Girls Gone Wild.
Is it that crazy?
It is. You don't see these people that walk in my office and I got an all-girl team. It's like, y'all, we be having to talk to each other. No, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Stay professional. Stay professional. We got to be something from Glorilla. You know, she be putting on for girls.
Yeah. That's cute, though. I like that.
See. It would be something like, you said a mixtape. Ooh, that's so funny.
You just dropping a mixtape, A little EP.
Yeah, it's going to be Girls Gone Wild.
Girls Gone Wild.
I
fuck with it. It's cool.
But it's funny because we really have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I set such an expectation of being an open space to communicate amongst each other.
Yeah.
We have group chats. Like,
That's dope.
when we say Girls Gone Wild, we have a good time.
Dope.
We're laughing, we're joking, we're learning from each other, and we're making money.
I love it. Shit, I love it. I'm sure they're going to be laughing when they see that.
Because they know I'm crazy. They're going to be like, because I'm so silly, but I'm silly while I'm teaching them something.
Yeah. But dope.
I feel like that's how I remembered things growing up. Like, you're going to remember a certain scenario or a situation, or I said something stupid.
Yeah.
And then they have learned a whole tax concept.
Yeah.
So, it's Girls Gone Wild.
Hey.
In a good way,
Cheers to that. What is your come up song? Like, after you've made your best move, like after you made your best play, like, and you get in the car, like, I did that shit. Like, what's your come up song? Like what get you going?
It was Glorilla. Stop playing. Is it Stop Playing With That Girl?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Stop
I played
with that girl.
I was not playing.
Yeah.
She want it. She got it.
Yeah.
Like, listen. I think I cried one time listening to that song in the car one day because it is so hard to only have you and really have to build a business. It's so expensive. You're not prepared for failure. You still got bills. We have children. And you just wake up one day and say, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it. And that's what I appreciate Glorilla for that whole album. Because a lot of those songs really pushed us through hard times when we didn't know where we were going to find the resources to get certain things done. Time is of the essence.
All the time.
We're trying to get processes in place, trying to hire women, make sure that they understand their goals, make sure they know what they're doing so that, we're not losing clients. It's so much pressure. But I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad that I hope she really knows how much she truly is motivating women.
She be doing her thing.
Grown women.
Yes.
Because I'm 36. Glorilla is way younger than me.
Yeah.
But we can listen to her songs, too, and be like, she damn right. Let's go. And get up and let's get it done.
Facts. Hey, that's inspiring. That you can take inspiration from another black woman doing her thing and turn it into something positive for your business to motivate your own team and staff. Like, that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really admire that.
Thank you. That's my mission.
Yeah.
We have to support women. We have something to prove.
Yeah.
Black women, we have something to prove. We don't have to be in the kitchen, and following the rules of a man. If we do that, it's because we want to, not because we have to. The only way we can do it is by having a certain amount of drive and support from each other.
I love it. I love my sisters. I love my black sisters. So I love to see you succeed. I love to see any black woman succeed. Last question. How do you balance being mommy with business?
I don't. Absolutely not. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all come in my tax office right now.
Look, while we was on the call the other night, he was like, hey, y'all.
I'd be like, y'all, Carson said, hey. I don't. No, I'm just playing. I integrated it. Even in my tax office right now, and Q, you haven't been to my office yet, but inside of my personal office is a kid's corner.
Oh.
It is a desk, really cute. It's red. He has play stuff. He has stuff to take his nap, pillows. There's a TV with Netflix so he can watch his Peppa Pig or whatever he would like. And it's so funny because he enjoys being there. He really enjoys being in my office more than he enjoys being at home.
Wow.
And I've kind of trained him, to understand when mommy says I'm on a call, I'm on a call. You need to be quiet. He'll see when things are a little bit more leisure, like when he got to come in and interrupt us. But he knows at this point, although 4, I'm serious. Mommy's handling business. I need you to give me a moment. So that, and you just have to have good time management. I'm not going to act as if I don't have some It can be emotional.
Yeah.
Because you are so busy during tax season and you're not spending a lot of time with your child. But honestly, you just make it up. You just make it up to them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to take you out of the country or something. Take you out,
Yeah.
Mommy, sorry I wasn't able to spend as much time as you as I usually would.
Yeah.
And that's that. And you kind of dust it off. And when they see the fruits of your labor, I think as they grow up, they'll
start to understand.
You know, she's just sacrificing to make sure I can have whatever I would like.
Yeah, because I had a hardworking mom, and it was, like you said, when you're growing up, like the older you get, you understand because it's hard out here. Like you have to get up and grind every day. Rent is due every single day.
Rent due
every day,
baby.
every day. So, yeah, I fucks with it.
Yeah, but I mean,
you're so dope.
The man go to private school, child play baseball and music and drums. I be having, how you think I'm paying for this? you gotta talk to these kids. Don't be lying to these kids. You tell them the truth. I'm like, you got a phone. You know how much that phone costs?
Yeah. Hey, it don't pay for itself.
It don't pay. So you coming with us to the office tomorrow, right? All right, cool. Just talk to these kids for real and tell them the truth.
Yes.
But that's it. That's all. It's not difficult. You just give yourself grace when you can't meet the expectations of what you would do if you wasn't working.
I like that. Yeah. Always give yourself grace.
Gotta give yourself
Always give yourself grace. So I love that. What's one takeaway that you want for the audience to take away? Like, what's one thing that if you could leave them with one gem, what would it be?
I think my one gem that I would give the audience is to, at some point, we can't scam our way through life and do whatever is necessary for the biggest refund. Everything is going to come back at some point. I know we laugh and joke and play about me fixing these tax returns. I really do. I'm serious. And it's detrimental to people's lives. People are scared because the IRS is talking about levying their assets and garnishing their accounts. They don't know what to do. At some point, we have to sit down and let's strategize on how we can build our wealth through the different tax strategies that are available to you, instead of stealing. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be held responsible. Your tax preparer or whoever did it, they're going to disappear. You paid them $2,000-$3,000 to do said work. You're going to pay that $2,000-$3,000 back. They're coming. As I said earlier, that project is here. As far as the local projects I was telling you about, those, they're here. They're in process. A lot of people are being audited. We on the inside know because we communicate with each other. But I just want my community to start, taking that into consideration and like, okay, I did it once. Stop. Just stop, please. It's too. We've gone too far as a community, especially in Scamlanta. We have gone too far.
Yeah, but no. On a serious note, doing things the right way.
Yeah, at some point we gotta start doing stuff the right way.
Is important because shortcuts, you have to just spin the block, come back and fix it.
You're gonna have to come back and fix it, and it's gonna cost a lot.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be what you thought it was. You're gonna be overwhelmed, and it's gonna halt the goals that you have now that you have moved forward in your life.
Yes,
you will address the IRS. You can't run from that.
Yeah. So
that would be my main takeaway at this point in what I've been seeing, especially from these past couple of tax seasons.
Nice. Well, listen, hey, I don't know about y'all, but she laid it on our ass. I mean, she gave y'all the rundown with the meals, how you can deduct your home office, how you should buy that car, don't lease that car, buy that car, okay? And then she gave y'all the game. Stop scamming. Stop stealing. Because you got goals that you're trying to reach, and you don't need nothing coming back to bite you. All right? So, where can the people follow you at?
Well, if you want to find me, you can reach me on Instagram at Hillman Financial Services. You can reach me on my website is hillmanfs.com, as well as LinkedIn, Hillman Financial Services. If you want to book an appointment, feel free to do so. My number is 770-766-4644. And let's talk some business. Let's start getting people on the right track and really creating new behaviors to start building their wealth, saving their money and investing their money in the places that will actually help them and where the tax code supports them.
I love it. Listen, I want to thank you so much. Like, you're the very first guest.
Oh my God.
You know, and, you know, of course, you know, when you first start something, you know, you're on ground zero. So you got to, you know, build it up and you got to go and go. But I just appreciate you so much. And you are so fucking beautiful.
Oh,
You
thank
know,
you.
like,
Don't do that. Don't make me cry.
Thank you.
I said I'm grateful.
Yes, thank
I
you.
love what you're doing, and supporting small businesses like mine grow and continue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there's anything else I can do to show up for you, of course, you know I will.
Yeah, and likewise, like, you know, it's we there. I see you. We see each other.
Did I get my ad time? I got some ad time.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought, did I win the contest? I
Oh.
thought it was some ad time.
look, she's the first guest.
Oh,
We still got 14 more to go.
oh.
She said-
Okay.
so,
Oh.
so listen, y'all heard what she said. Y'all can follow her at. Make sure y'all go follow her, blow her comments up, blow her likes up, drop some fire emojis in the comments, y'all. Because listen, she came on here and laid it out for y'all. She dropped some gems. She didn't show y'all how to write things off. She showed y'all how to save money. Remember that. It's about saving money, not writing things off, okay? So until next time, hey, we'd love to have you back, okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Thank
Well,
you.
until next time, good people.
Yep.
Hey, it's Bianca with Hillman Financial Services. Are you in the service industry, a bartender, work at a club? Your tips not adding up, owing at the end of the year? Feel free to reach out to me on my social media platforms at Hillman Financial Services. Let's book an appointment and see if I can earn your business.